So we have seen what the dollar index did and as well the reaction from the side of good. This is an old chart, and every time I talk about a potential retest of a broken descending trend line, that was a classic reaction we had today at 3,316, 3,321, and we have picked up over 200 pips from that price action. So let me delete this thing completely and haven't seen the market. Let's focus on what we need on this is what happened today. I always said it, a retest to a broken supply roof. So that was what happened today. That was what happened today. So we've discussed extensively on this very price action. We discussed extensively. In fact, to the extent I'm already tired talking about that retest to that structure over there. So I got tired of it and I left it, and I don't want to talk about it again. I got tired of that. So this is the price action, and you have seen it happen. These are the two price action we traded this week. Yes, these are the two price action we traded this week. So that was a beautiful reaction at that level, 3,316. Now, I keep saying this the same time. There are many ways to be successful in the financial market. So the most important thing is have a pattern and master it. I took an oath on market structure, and we've gone on to print more than 4,000 charts. So you can see that reaction over there. Go check all our posts. You see this descending trend line. The first breakout retest was here. This is the second one. So now the market hinges on breakout of this structure so that we can ride this guy back. Now, do not forget, if we have a case, we have a structure over here which also plays back to what we had previously. So if that happens, here becomes your new demand floor. A lot of traders are not going to see it because there are so many strategies that are very, very complex. When you begin to hear area of imbalance, mitigation, and the rest of all that, liquidity sweep, liquidity swap, and all the rest of all those things. Look, let me tell you, there are many ways to approach this market. There are many ways. Yeah, but whichever way you are taking, master it. I'm a market structure specialist. I can tell you for free. Yes. So so that's the next thing. So let me not stress myself. I'm really tired with trading, and at the moment, I didn't care about today NFP because I already know my buy order was triggered at 3,321. I had a buy order at that level, and it was triggered. So this is the next trade. This is the next buy idea. This is the next buy idea. That is if we break down. If we break down. If we break down. And if we don't, then there is nothing you can do. There is a structure here, but I don't want to invoke it There's a structure here, a very strong structure in that matter. Here, at this level, there's a strong break and retest here, at this level. And that was why here has bought, here has sold. So let me keep it for reference. And over the weekend, we're going to delete all our charts and make a new forecast. Make a new forecast in the market. I'm going to delete all my charts. What am I saying now? So let's wait if the market pulls out. If it pulls out from here, we're trying to maintain minimal lines in our chart. One, two, three. One, two, three. Okay, let's make this the fourth one. Let's make it the fourth one. Or just let's forget about it. Because I know the next price action will come from the sell structure here. As we have seen the market take profit at this level, the next sell structure will come from this zone. And let's look at 1 hour where we'll find the price action in detail. On 1 hour, we could see that price action in details. So now let's look at it. So this is a price action. Supply roof 2, supply roof 1 after break of structure, followed by a retest. And very beautiful structure. Very, very beautiful structure. Look at it on 1 hour. Look at it on 1 hour. Go back on line chart. We have here after break of structure, price came back here on demand floor and break of a demand floor followed by a retest 1. This is retest 2. So let me write it. And I think we are done with that. So we'll focus on other things. I want to take some time off to study more about chart patterns and candlesticks so that from next week, we will be approaching market based on every chart pattern we see and the candlestick reaction. Yes, we need to take this thing far on a more educational level. So from next week, I'll take some times off to look into everything about candlestick formations, and all the chart patterns available. So we want to integrate it in everyday charts. So we're able to integrate fundamental analysis with market structure, with indicator. Now we need to look at candlesticks. We need to look at candlesticks. We need to look at all the chart patterns available in the financial market. So for every time we look at the chart, we should be able to incorporate them, whatever structure we see, because these are basically for educational purpose. So we must grind ourselves knowledge-wise before you start crying of how much money you want to make. I know everybody wants to be rich, but you must first of all equip yourself with the right knowledge, with the requisite knowledge before you start crying of money, because money will come. Money will definitely come. So this is the next supply roof. If, the word is if, because I cannot say if that will happen, but my idea is to see a breakdown from this structure. A breakout from this structure will ultimately give me a retest, and I will sell down here. I will target here. Or first of all, if that happens, my first target is going to be here because there is a strong structure at this level. There is a very strong structure, 4-hour structure at this level. So market will confront it. It will confront this level squarely. So if this area is being confronted by by sellers and they're able to break it, then that will give a confirmation nod to bring price into the zone. But if they fail, then they will buy back. So that is a classic 4 hours rejection where you see a 4 hours candle dip into a demand floor and reject back. So while others are going to call it fake out, I call it a market structure. There's nothing like fake out. There's nothing like fake out. So if you have any trade you see a fake out, show me and I will tell you there is no fake out. There's nothing like fake out in the market. So what market change is direction of trade. So let us take note of that. The price reserve the right to change direction. So now we got again in a messy chart, but it's okay. This for educational purpose. So this becomes our new supply roof. Is for is our new supply roof. So now I'm so glad to see that silver has gone to the moon. Silver to the moon. When I made a call on silver buy and we saw it, and it's most likely silver might outperform gold with time. So this is the structure we have. So let's see if it's going to break it out. If you break it out from here, and you see, like here now, a lot of traders call this fake out. This is not a fake out. Like I said before, that is not a fake out. There is nothing like fake out in trading. You see here, now there is a breakout from a supply roof. On technical, price should have upswinged. On technical, price should have upswing from here after break of structure. You should have used that opportunity and go up. But that didn't happen. The reason that didn't happen is because what there is a descending trend line. The descending trend line connecting 3,500, 3,436 was what dropped 3,365. So price has no option other than to break back and return immediately because it's following a descending trend line. And that's a whole lot of bearish order on a descending trend. And after they broke out from the structure, it respected as a demand floor 1, demand floor 2. If it comes again, it will break that structure. If it doesn't break it, it will seek liquidity into another area of demand, which is here, another strong area of price action. Very strong. Look at it on, we have here break of structure, demand, break of structure, supply, 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 break of structure, demand, break of structure, supply, supply, break of structure, price can return here on demand. So this is another area you should watch. So price might dip itself into 3,308, 3,300 and reject. It could technically give you 100, 200 pips. You close and watch. And if we have a 4 hours candle close above this structure, it becomes a sell confirmation. So we need confirmation for sell for us to break down from here and return to here. Here is a very strong buy order. And as price march into this zone, we will also look at it again if it aligns with the objective of the demand floor here. Because at this level, market seems to be holding strong at this level. So this could also be a trigger. So we'll look at it if it matches on a double confluence. If it matches on a double confluence, feel free to take a buy. Market might break 3,200 if price moves into this zone. So it might seek into maybe 195, 196, and thereabout. So most likely now that Fed rate cut chances have been reduced, and if they are going to hold rate till September, most likely the market dynamics will remain, and the market will continue to go on scalping. While I see gold holders holding strong. So I don't really see anything happening to the price action of gold. I think gold will maintain its superiority in the market. So I think this is a very strong floor after break of structure. We're opening a gap and leaving here. Price could come back here on a double confluence. Haven't seen we have bought here, bought here, bought here. Break of a double top structure, retest 1, retest 2, break of a supply roof, retest 1, retest 2, retest 3. Price come back here and retest to make here demand floor. So this is an ultimate buy opportunity for the yellow metal. So it feels good. I go check all my charts. You will see this descending trend line. I have always kept it, and I always knew. Always, I knew. I knew it will react there. Feels good. It's good to see that.